Hello, folks. We're live. It's Fandango Friday, where we examine liquors and/or liqueurs, depending on what people want to bring. So, James of New Jersey is with Progressive Discussions. James P. Madonna is going to start us off.
Quack, 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 quack. It's been a while since I've been on Fandango Friday, and now take it away, Ronald J. Terrio, your illustrious host.
Hello, folks. I'm going to turn this lamp off for a minute because it will glare onto the product. Here's the product I have. I bought this at Total Wine and More. It's called Chi-Chi's Pina Colada. And it's 12.5% alcohol. It's produced in Kentucky. Nothing says rum like Kentucky, right? Now, it's produced at a place called Glenmore Distillery in Owensboro, Kentucky. But they do produce rum there, strangely, and but it is a rum distillery, and it's bottled there. Now, the funny thing about this product, if you buy it in the big jugs like I have here, it's liquor, it's rum based. They use rum, pineapple, and coconut milk, right? And probably a load of sugar. But if you buy the small bottles, the little carry on the bus bottles or carry in the taxi bottles, whatever, they're wine based.
Yeah.
Same alcohol level. It might taste the same, but the little bottles are wine based and the big bottles are rum based, and they'll be in the same store. So I don't know what the reasoning is behind that, but I think it's probably because they want those sample bottles to be sold in every state. And we talked about this last week. Some states do not allow liquor at a convenience store, so forth. Of course, Louisiana, it's open, you can do anything, but others. So they just say, put the wine stuff out in the little bottles and the big jugs. It wouldn't matter. Any state the liquor store could sell this, All right. So there's no website listing, but I'm going to show you what a store says about it. And by the way, I got a deal on this. This big jug bottle, I got it for $9.99. So I can't really complain about that. Most stores got it for $10.99, $11.99, $12.99. So $9.99 was the lowest price I'm pretty sure I'd ever find it for. So I'm going to do a screen share.
Who is this?
As we go on, we'll add people.
I don't live in Alabama anymore. Thank you.
John, mute.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, how are y'all?
Fine.
J.A.'s Elbow, what's going on? Elbow, how'd you make it out down there in Florida?
All right, hanging in there.
I mean, you had no issue with the storm? Everything, you're good?
I was close call, but I got spared.
Awesome.
Yes, yes, sir.
Great
now,
news.
Jay, I was listening to you with the Chi-Chis. Now, I see these here in my area. Now, since I'm in Georgia, that would be a wine-based thing I have?
No, just listen. Listen carefully. If you buy the big jug bottle like I'm showing here, it's made with rum. Of course, they say premium rum. Every rum in the world is premium. If you buy it in the little small bottles, which I don't know the size, I think they're 200 milliliters, whatever, those are wine based. Okay. If you get a 750 or bigger, 750, that's a standard bottle, or bigger, like I've got the bigger, it's going to be rum based. Okay. And then they got the natural flavors of pineapple and coconut milk, and they add caramel. They add yellow number 5 to make it more yellowish. Okay, now here's the description on the Albertsons grocery store website. It says, I had it here. Oh yeah. Made with premium rum, blend with ice. Well, I got it out the refrigerator, so that won't be necessary. The perfect balance of sweet pineapple, creamy coconut, and rum is mixed to create the tropical taste you expect in a premium pina colada. Escape to the tropics with Chi-Chi's. Now, you might remember in the 1990s, Chi-Chi's was a Mexican restaurant chain across the United States, but they're all shut down now, except for Europe and Asia. They're still in Europe and Asia, and they still produce a lot of products in the United States, such as these things here, hot sauce and burrito flours and tortillas. So, okay. So I'm gonna pour it, and so yeah, like I don't know if they'll ever reopen any Chi-Chi's restaurants around the United States.
No, they're dead. Dead. DOA. DOA.
Yeah, I think you're right. But they do have, like I said, they are in Europe and they are in Asia, and they apparently pretty popular there. But you might go to a grocery store, like my local grocery store's got the burrito flours, the tortilla flours, whatever you call them. It's got these mixed drinks, obviously all contract produced. It's not like Chi-Chi's has a factory. It's just a holding company, I'm sure. But anyway, I'm pouring it, and it's milky, kind of yellowish milky, like I guess a pina colada is supposed to be. I'll admit this to y'all on air. I've never had an actual pina colada. I don't know what they're supposed to taste
Give me the pina. That's no, the Escape song. Rupert
Yeah.
Holmes.
Yeah, I know that song. And if you go to cheat on somebody and you show up to meet the person to cheat on them, and then it's the person you're cheating on, you're going to feel funny. Okay, now.
The song Him by Rupert Holmes. That's a good one.
Yeah. So they were both planning to cheat on each other, and they contacted some anonymous people, and then when they met up, it was each other cheating. Okay, it was kind of funny. All right. So anyway, the aroma here, well, we'll get to that later. We'll just pour it.
Cheers.
I'll put it in the thing. We're going to turn it over to James now.
Cheers. Okay.
Got my cigar.
I'm glad that the storm surge did not wash away Elbow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's further south from the big trouble, I do believe.
Gets washed the normal way, not washed by the storm surge. But anyway, I got proper number 12 apple Irish whiskey.
Heard about it.
Yeah. They don't say anything about the apple. Why is this glaring? They don't say anything about the apple aside from it's flavored with Irish apples. But I just went to the page where they described their whiskey process and everything. Conor McGregor, I don't know if that's the MMA guy that started the company.
Yes.
It is.
It's produced for him, huh?
Okay, yeah, because his picture, his photo is all over the website. But anyway, it's really hard for me to tell even with the magnifying glass, but it looks like 35% alcohol. I'm not absolutely positive, but it looks like 35% alcohol. So that's it. I guess we're pouring.
You can do that, and I'll show the.
All right.
Here's the website.
Well, it smells like apple, like Granny Smith.
Now the proper 12 regular Irish whiskey that he developed years ago is pretty popular Irish whiskey, a blend of single malt with rich complexity. Now it says award-winning blend of proper number 12 Irish whiskey with notes of crisp and fresh Irish apple. Okay.
Yeah. So it smells very much like apples, and I never had this particular product before, but it's always the first time. I like to always bring unknown adventures for myself when I come on. So there's the color. It is what it is.
And it says on the
color that you would expect.
It says right here with natural apple flavors. So natural apple flavors has to come from apple. It can't be laboratory developed, you know.
No. No synthetic, no artificial flavors. Otherwise, it would have said artificial flavors. But well, as far as pina coladas go, if you love coconut and you love pineapple
I do.
and you love rum, you'll love the cocktail.
I do.
And then they go on describing, you know, it's probably the usual process that they all use. I mean, what else can it be? What are those oats? They look like oat roots that he's holding in his hand. The finest, or they could, barley. All right, the finest barley, yeah, of course, not the worst barley, germinated, gently air dried, using a traditional roller mill. The malt barley is then turned into fine grist. Grist? It's like
That's kind of like a porridge, you know.
oh, porridge, yeah, like a fermentation after mashing. Natural fermentation produces the wash, which is essentially beer with over 8% alcohol. Interesting. Distillation, triple distillation, which seems to be what a lot of good companies use. Copper pot stills, fine tune, proper character, proper this, proper that. After the distillation, the strength of the spirit is increased through a second distillation with a low wine still. Oh, interesting. The third distillation in the spirit still creates a cut above 80% alcohol. This captures the heart of the spirit. And there's Conor McGregor with the big smile, looking at the casks, and then maturation. Our Cooper's hand select the finest former bourbon barrels in which to age our proper whiskey. Our spirit slowly ages, developing through the years of flavors of vanilla, honey, and toasted wood. At least they don't go on and on with all kinds of crazy flavors. And that's it. So that was barley I was looking at. I know oats are oblong like that with a line going through them.
Right. And
Yeah.
they blend Irish grain whiskey and single malt Irish whiskey, and that's how they make those Irish whiskeys. They blend different whiskeys together, grain and malt, barley malt.
Oh, yeah. So no, not a line, a crease, an indentation. Yeah, because I know oats are shaped the same way. So that's that. Simple, you know.
Yeah.
It smells like, all I smell is apple, but it's a strong natural apple aroma.
So that's good.
It's nice. I mean, I always like the green Granny Smiths because they're not overly sweet, and that's what they use to make apple pie, apple strudel, apple turnovers, and
What's up?
Dave.
and then I'll taste later.
All right, we got Dazzling Dave from Louisiana joining us. So now we got a whole.
I was going to do this, but I can't because I just went to the website and apparently it needs to be served cold.
Oh yeah, we can
With
put
some ice. Pour on some ice.
Yeah, you can put it on the rocks.
Put on ice. Yeah.
I'd rather taste it how it says. You're supposed to like drink it neat, ice cold with cucumbers.
That I've seen that runs about like $15.
Try it
for
next
that.
week.
All
We'll
right.
do this next week.
Okay. Yeah. No rush. No
Yeah.
rush. Okay, now, Elbow is gonna
It's elbow inspired, by the way. It's one of those mixed cocktails you buy.
Yeah, that's what I got tonight. I've got a
This was-
product from
This
Bullet.
one's 70
Whiskey.
so it's like a liqueur.
Yeah,
Bullet. Oh, nice.
Bullet Manhattan cocktail. It's 37.5 ABV, so 75 proof. And
This is it.
get a look at it.
Bring that, Dave.
I'll put it in this little liqueur glass just so you see it. And yeah, it does have that whiskey looking color. Now I did have this in the fridge, but I'm gonna pour it on the rocks, even though oftentimes a Manhattan you would have without, it wouldn't be on the rocks. It would just be straight up.
So what's the proof again? What's the proof? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. 37.5.
It's an alcohol. Okay.
It's made with straight rye whiskey. So Bullet is known for their rye, I guess, as well as their bourbons. And so it's made with rye, sweet vermouth, and bitters. So, and like I say, the appearance, definitely, you smell that whiskey type smell. So, yeah. I don't know. I'll give it a taste, quick taste. Yeah, it's nice. You get the little sweetness there from the vermouth, and it's tasty. So I'll pour this on the rocks. And I don't have a cherry for garnish, but anyway, oftentimes you could use a cherry for garnish, maybe even an orange peel.
Or an olive.
Nah, I don't know if you'd get an olive with a Manhattan. Usually a cherry or an orange peel, but anyway, there you go. Bullet crafted cocktails.
Or caper.
Yeah. And, again, the convenience of just having everything ready to go in one bottle is a plus point. It's one of the advantages of buying this. The price on it was, I think, $16.
That's yeah.
It's I get about 3 drinks out of it. So for $16, 375 milliliter. So it's a good size, good enough for your most of your evening, I would think.
Yes.
I've seen that a lot, Elbow, and even the one that Dave just brought in. I've seen them a lot. I really want to kind of give these things a shot and kind of see,
Yeah.
Here's the rye whiskey that they're using.
Yeah, there you go. Bullet rye and the green label. Yeah. So these are pretty popular. The Bullet brand is selling pretty good. So anyway, I'll be sipping on this as the show progresses. And cheers, guys out there. Happy Friday, and good to see you.
Cheers back to you.
Cheers. Hello, everybody. George Dickel, Tennessee Smash signature recipe.
What happened to that bottle?
I'm not going to show.
What happened to that bottle?
I had a friend and I had a little tasting.
Oh, okay.
Question for you, Jean.
I already showed him. What I had right here.
Myself and I.
No, it was a lady friend. No, it was a guy friend. We had a coworker at work, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't want to get in trouble. So.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So he had gas and they were drinking it. Okay, no big deal. Normal behavior, normal human behavior. Okay.
So 1870. This is 45% ABV, 90 proof. Jay, I guess you have the website. I'm gonna pop that up in a little bit. So I had this in the refrigerator for the past couple of days. And this is what it looks like, as you can see in my little glass. It's already cold as it is, so I didn't put no ice on it. So I really want to try that George Dickel's, the one with the Tabasco sauce on it, but that has been kind of hard to find. So I think that's been discontinued, right?
Well, it's out of production now.
I got 3 bottles.
I'll buy one off you whenever I come visit.
$100. $100.
Hey,
It's called supply and demand, buddy.
Friends, right?
Supply and demand. I'll let you taste it.
Yeah, so
Not that much
I can't
fast.
see the website. So it's coming across with a little bit of vanilla, little honey aroma on this.
Wait a minute. You don't see the website?
I mean, I see the website, but I don't, I can't read it, so
Oh, you want me to read it for you?
please do. Thank you.
It says this recipe is blended with older whiskeys to achieve deep, assertive flavors with an incredibly smooth finish. Our signature recipe, that's the number 12, is bold and brazen with enormous depth, range, and personality, considered by many to be the gold standard of Tennessee whiskey. And here's the, it's 45% alcohol. It is 84%.
84% corn.
Yeah.
Corn.
You know, that's got to be
liquor.
sweet.
84% corn, 8% rye, and 8% malted barley. So, yeah, it's a lot of corn there, boy.
That's a lot of corn whiskey.
Concentrated flavors of dark fruit and subtle vanilla lead to a long finish with hints of maple, butter, and rich oak. And by the way, this was
What I'm
introduced.
getting is that buttery, but that vanilla type, taste on the tongue.
And Jean, by the way, this was introduced in 1964. Okay, 1964.
Oh, okay. So, but the Dickel company, George Dickel, been around for a lot longer than that, right? It says 1870.
1870. But they brought out the Dickel number 8 and the number 12 in 1964, and it replaced it. Well, I don't know if it replaced. It might still make it, but
they used to have age statements on it. It used to be 8 years.
Right.
It used to be 12 years. Now it's just 8 and 12 recipes. So the only 8-year that you can get now is the bourbon.
So very good aroma, going down really smooth. Not getting that burn. I only paid $21 for the bottle plus tax, so pretty good price. My opinion.
Was that
Just smooth.
$21.99 or $21 even?
$21.99. So that goes,
Basically $22.
Yeah.
It's like buying gas, man. It's there's
Yeah,
a tenth of a
23.
penny there, man.
but pretty good, reasonable, good price for a beverage, for a spirit, for a bourbon. I
You want me to show you what I got for $3 more?
But really enjoying it, really like it.
John, you want to
yeah.
see what I got for $3 more?
Go ahead.
Okay, be right back.
All right.
Yeah, but
I'll
keep-
keep
let-
talking.
let-
Let me
let
say
Sean
the
talk.
recipe.
posted already what I'm going to show.
okay, but let Jean talk. Let him
Yeah,
talk.
but the recipes again, I'm being too lazy. I'm sure like a Manhattan you could do this. Wow, that's nice, Dave. Yes, like a Manhattan you can do, or a good mix it with a Sprite. But to me, I'm just simple. Give it on straight or on the rocks, and I'm happy. So, and that's a nice bottle, Dave, by the way. And you paid $3 more for that one, right?
Yes.
24 bucks.
I had to hunt that price down. It's $31 in Jay's favorite store to go to. It is $27 at another grocery store, and Total Ripoff had this for $25.
Right.
Meaning they're
So-
not Total Ripoff at that, but
I think
they haven't
Mathern's.
quite figured out it's popular yet.
But hey, again, you're not in Alabama. You're not in Alabama where liquor prices are. Oh, thank goodness.
I think
I'm in
Mathern's.
Georgia.
I think Mathern's has the George Dickel bourbon for $25.99 or 24. It's either $24.99 or $25.99. I don't remember. All right, we'll get back to you, John.
Yeah,
that
got my
price,
smoke on the
you
corner.
can confirm that because, sir, all that's just jibber jabber until you come through with a receipt price.
Yeah, well, I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, I'm just making an estimate.
So that little thing I was showing earlier, I got a deal on it. I paid basically $10, and Total Ripoff's got it for 14. But we'll go into that next time around. Right now, we are looking at a discontinued label on Bacardi Bocard, which is Bacardi spiced rum.
Oh, okay.
So you won't find this label anymore. This is
but it was renamed. It's still around. It's just hasn't
375. It's just they just renamed it Bacardi. Like Bacardi's up there already. They took the oak heart away from it and just left Bacardi Spice Rum.
Correct.
So this is 70% alcohol. I think somewhere on the label we found a year statement of 2016 somewhere.
Something like that.
I
Yeah.
just had a deal, $3.99 for a half of the fifth. Can't beat that. Of course, it's sweet. It's sweet, just like anything made from cane sugar would taste. It does have that kind of a syrupy effect to it. The only thing, yeah, that's the new label. So I believe I looked that up at Walmart. It was $13 for that fifth. This is very sweet. Like I said, 70% alcohol. This is something you can mix in something that doesn't even have any sweetness to it. It's going to add sweetness to your mixer. I don't know what you'd mix this with. It probably got some crazy concoctive recipes on there for stuff. Yeah, it's not bad.
They're saying it has subtle notes of almond, dried dark fruits, rounded out by cinnamon, nutmeg, and a touch of honey.
That's a whole lot.
I know.
Am I getting that?
One of the more popular brands of rum, without question, hands down, Bacardi.
It's the Jack Daniels, Jim Beam. You know. I don't know. Maybe those flavors in there. I don't know.
Of course, for me, growing up, being a Haitian American, obviously,
getting something that's like some kind of like aftertaste of coconut. You know, like when you get a fresh coconut and you peel the flesh off it and you're eating it and you kind of chawing on what's left on the coconut shell and you get something that's a little not so pleasant. I'm getting that. Not saying it's bad. That's explaining what it tastes like. I'm not getting all like nutmeg and cinnamon stuff. Nah, I'm not getting all that. It does have, well, yeah, it's got some complexity to it. Yeah, it tastes like Bacardi rum. It tastes like Bacardi dark. Bacardi dark has more flavor than Bacardi white, or light, as they call it. Yeah, that's not bad, huh? I'd recommend it, especially at the price I got this for.
Yeah, basically $7.98 for $7.50. Now, Jean, you were saying something about being Haitian American.
Yes, I'm saying how Bacardi, the rum that I grew up drinking, was in the house, a staple, obviously, that rum from Haiti.
Hey, you know what Haitian rhymes with? And we could be related. You know what Haitian rhymes with?
What's that?
Cajun.
Yes, Haitian Cajun. Haitian Cajun, yes.
Yeah, might be related.
But that rum that I was talking about, the Baramacool, has won so many awards. It's a shame that it's not so where you guys are.
No, no. Time out. I can get Barbancourt.
Barbancourt, okay.
I can get the 4-year and the 8-year, but
the 15 years is $54.
What's on your shirt?
Tulane.
Yeah.
Go away. Hey, they were talking about it today on Dan Patrick Party Schools.
Yeah, they're playing USA tomorrow.
Yeah, that they
South Alabama tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's the coolest Tulane logo ever.
Yeah, and that their tailgates are pretty fun at Tulane.
Yeah, but it might be raining. Yeah. Somebody sent me an email yesterday, a text at 2 in the morning, 2:05 in the morning. I'm like, who in the world sends text at 2:05 in the morning saying I got two free tickets if you're interested? Well, of course I'm interested, but I mean, I just thought it was kind of strange to get the text at that time of day. But anyway, getting back to this, this is a good product. I wouldn't make a habit of drinking it, but I am testing it out, and I've been putting it in coffee for 2 mornings. I put a little bit at the bottom of the coffee cup and poured the coffee on top. And that was a
How
nice.
many mornings in a row did you do that?
Oh, I didn't do it in a row. I skipped one, like Tuesday morning and then Thursday morning. Yes.
But you skipped Tuesday, Thursday, so you did it on days you went to thirds. All right, cool.
We don't get into all those details on this channel, but so I put a little cinnamon in it, and I think the cinnamon is going to make it taste like pina colada.
Holidays.
Yeah. And I think the cinnamon helps it. Now, here's my assessment of this product. I think they do a good job at Glenmore. And I have 2 Glenmore rums in the other room. I've got a gold and a silver. Got a great deal on those. So I haven't tried them yet, but I plan on it. I like the natural flavors in this product. I'm not allergic to yellow number 5, so that's not bothering me. I like the price that I got it for. A total wine, $9.95. It does make the coffee taste good. And I'm only doing it 1 cup in the morning. I'm not going crazy like party time in the morning with 3 cups of coffee. I'm not, I have some kind of self-control. So I'm going to score this a really high score.
Number five.
I don't know what Dave was talking about. He's all right, out of it. Delirious. Okay, but I'm going to score this a 90 out of 100, A minus, but because the sugar content is kind of high, but I guess pina colada is very sugary. I don't know. Like I said, I never had a proper one, but I'm going to score it on that. As far as promos, I'm going to go get the bottles. I'll be right back, and I'll show you the promos.
Pina colada.
Be right back.
All right, there we go. Oh boy. I'm trying to find. I don't know. Watch some football tonight.
We'll come out with that strawberry whiskey again, guys. Just want to let y'all know. Oh my
So
God.
tomorrow morning at dawn. Tomorrow morning at dawn, we have 2 bourbons, Bellows.
Raw.
Against Dave.
Davies.
Yeah, this is the last of the bourbon.
Did the spirit of Sean Luke come on down?
This is the last of the bourbon taste challenges for a few months, and I guess Bellows isn't going to win, but we'll see.
Because that Davies is craftily made. It's actually 2 mash bills.
Right, it's a double mash bill bourbon. Yeah. So, but it'll be fun anyway, regardless. And then we're going into blended whiskeys starting Sunday. Secondly, Sunday in mid-morning or in Eastern time zone, late morning, we're going to do Stout Sunday, and I've got a good stout to bring. Then next Wednesday is Joker's Wild Wednesday. That means you could bring anything you want to bring. Doesn't matter. Beer, wine, liquor. You could review chocolate milk if you want. Joker's Wild Wednesday. Get ready on the first Wednesday in September. And that's what the hell is
the strawberry, the Secret 7 apple. Okay.
Apple, yeah.
not this again.
Well, you liked it, right? You gave it a very good score, did you?
Yeah, in the 90s. Every time I try to get out of it, they keep dragging me back in though. But
kids, here we go.
Okay, don't be too jealous. Now we're going to go to James, and he's going to talk about Proper 12, another Apple product from Ireland.
I didn't even know it was an apple flavored Irish whiskey because the font is so small on the airline bottle. But I know that in the case of airline bottles in this local liquor store, which is the only damn liquor store in this town, it was the only item that I never tried before. So
Where do you live at? The only liquor store in your area?
no, in the town, Edgewater. I mean, if I order from Drizzly, they'll get it from the vicinity, the surrounding.
Because we can get liquor anywhere. We can get it at grocery
Yeah, but New
stores,
Jersey's
convenience
strict.
gas stations, liquor stores, anywhere.
Yeah, New Jersey. It probably has like Legion.
Matter of fact, I live around a corner from the distributor that distributes Buffalo Trace and all those fine products.
Yep. Now, James,
I found the Haitian rum by me.
or the Barbancourt, right?
I think I brought it to one show in the past. No, it's just too much nonsense going on here. There's probably legions of women protesting against drunk drivers, or just like they protest against adult retail stores and things like that. Woods Navy rum. Oh, Navy rum means it's the dark stuff, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, Ronnie. Okay, it is very strong in the Granny Smith aroma. The apple. I'm not saying it smells like an old bag, but the apple.
Now, James, another thing about your town, and I've been to your town is at the bottom of a cliff. So it's not like, it's sort of isolated in a way.
It is. In order to, unless you go to Fort Lee or North Bergen, then it's level. But to get to the rest of civilization, you have to go up a steep hill road because of the cliff. Actually, my street is called Under Cliff because if I look up, I see Cliffside Park and all the big houses up on the top of the cliff. Because the cliff is there, and then there's wood, there's a forest, and then there's my street, Undercliff. They should have called that one Overcliff Avenue, but no. So anyway, I taste the apple, but it's not terribly sweet like I thought it would be.
That's an interesting shot glass you're drinking out of.
Yeah, it's my sister gave it to me. She got it from Anna. What the hell was it called?
Let your sister know I approve.
Anna Marie Island, Florida, something like that. One of those islands in the Gulf. Anyway, it used to have a black pirate bikini top, but that wore off over the course of time. Yeah, Northeast. Yeah, you're by Philadelphia. I'm right across from New York City. Anyway, it's very smooth.
New York City.
Being 35% alcohol, I thought it would be sweet and unpleasant, but it's not. It's like taking the Irish whiskey and just flavoring it with the apple without
Jacking it up with sugar.
Right? Like
So would you say it's like a mixed whiskey, like take whiskey and a full mixer in it, but not so much mixer? How would you describe that as far as
it's
or something?
Because a lot of flavored hard liquors are too sweet for me. Some worse than others. This one I do get the vanilla, the hint of vanilla flavor, and the whiskey itself is very smooth, and I like it. I mean, as an apple flavored Irish whiskey, it's very pleasant drinking.
Right.
I didn't have it in the freezer because it came in a plastic bottle. If it was glass, it would have been in the freezer, because the freezer will leach the chemicals out of the plastic, the toxic chemicals, and then it'll go into
I'm so glad you mentioned that. I refuse to buy anything spirit-wise in plastic. Refuse.
Me too. Flat out refuse.
Like, because like the Clan McGregor I had, it was in plastic. That
in some cases you can get a fifth or a liter bottle in glass, and for some reason, they have to put the bigger 1.75 in plastic. It makes no sense to me.
Old Thompson is in plastic. Lord Calveret is in plastic. When I go to the stores,
keep it. No. No.
No, I wouldn't.
Plastic deteriorates and will actually get into the beverage itself, and nobody really knows the time of the deterioration of that vessel and what's going to happen with it. Also, the porousness of plastic will let impurities into the product that you're drinking. Hence, and I know this for a fact, 2-liter bottles with cola products. That's the reason why they have such a low shelf life on them. Because
these companies look at it as being cost
carbonation will actually escape through the walls of that product, of that vessel.
Well,
and it's go flat first.
even the spring
What's getting
water,
in?
even the drinking, well, I don't want to say spring water because most of them are just reverse osmosis filtered
Right.
from the Ganges River, or who the hell knows. But you know, the plastic that the drinking water comes in is so thin that you can crunch it like an eggshell.
Yep.
You know, it's
Sure
like
can.
it's thinner than it ever was compared to when I was a little kid and they had the real thick glass bottles that you had to.
Yeah, and the necks are like this on them now. You got to take the top off. You screw the top off, and you hold it, and because it's so thin, the water comes off the top of it.
Well,
You notice that?
when I unscrew the cap, the whole neck twists like a dish rag. You know, it's like it's that
Right.
bad.
Yeah, it's like the whole exactly. It's like the whole thing kind of collapses in your hand.
Yeah. Well, I know Louisiana is a cornucopia of fermented beverages to be had, and to be had at a good price too.
Yeah.
Otherwise Ronald wouldn't have that menagerie he has in the background, that whole
You're right.
collection. You know, and then like Whiskey Scout has his. I think you beat him, maybe.
Yeah, Kansas does have a good selection, but when he came to Louisiana 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, he said, "If I lived down here, I'd go broke." What he meant was he would just keep buying and buying and buying.
But in Kansas, Kansas sells.
You would get an education on where to buy.
Right.
Not just
Kansas sells everything, right? At grocery stores and liquor stores. I mean, grocery
I
stores.
don't know. I really don't know Kansas laws, but now I know Elbow's waiting patiently. But James,
you got to be an educated consumer and really be analytical in order to find the best bang for the buck.
It's not all about just buying everything and getting drunk like an idiot.
Yeah, like David, even if you're on vacation, you don't go to a tourist trap and buy all that garbage.
No.
You go where the local people shop, and then you get things.
Like you and I 2 years ago when we went out to eat in New York City.
Right, went to Johnny's Reef in that part of the Bronx, City Island, right? And all the tourists, they go to Midtown Manhattan and they spend a lot of money on dinner, you know. But you got to really put everything under an electron microscope and research and analyze, and then you know where to go. Anyway, Sunday I'm doing the usual progressive discussions at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And there's no time frame on. Usually, I stop the show when I get hungry, and when it's time to order food, you know, which is around 5:30 p.m. But I just let it ride like a crap game. And then as far as this goes, for flavored Irish whiskey, it's excellent. I would give this. I'll give it a 95 out of 100 score.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because like other flavored hard liquors, they're too sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't get that from this. So, you know, congratulations to Conor McGregor. He's got a good product. As far as Irish whiskeys go, I still like Paddy's.
Patty's good. I like that one. I like that.
I like Paddy's. Yeah.
I actually have a bottle of Patty's Apple.
Oh yeah.
I haven't tried the apple. I've tried the original.
Ronald's priest.
10 years.
One of the priests, the Irish priests, drinks Paddy's during the mass, right? When he does mass.
No, not during mass, but but I was talking to Father. You're talking about Father Terry. I was talking to Father Terry. One time, I was in confession, and then we were just talking after, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, that I don't drink." He said, "I drink Paddy's. I drink Paddy's." He said, "Oh, we shouldn't be talking about whiskey in confession." I said, "Well, whiskey's a neutral product. It's not good or bad. It's just a product." He said, "That's true. That's true."
Well, didn't he say prayers and create like holy Paddy's whiskey, like bless it?
No, Father Terry. No, Father.
No.
Now Father.
Guido
Father
Sarducci.
Terry drank Paddy's, and Father Pat drank Jameson.
Jameson.
And, they always had their special, but none of them drank Bushmills. They would not drink Bushmills, But
I don't know how true it was. My grandfather says that in the old days, the Irish funerals, they would dance with the corpse and pour whiskey down his throat. I don't know if that he was joking or if that was real.
Yeah, I never been to one of those.
There was a story. Errol Flynn, when he died, they threw a couple of bottles of whiskey down in his casket.
Good thing they didn't throw a match. They'd have blown the whole funeral home up.
That would have been a cremated funeral home with him.
I'm Errol. Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. That's
Yes.
right. Swashbuckler too. He was with the cutlass, sword fight.
All right, elbows up. Elbows up.
All right, the Bullet Manhattan cocktail. These are strong, by the way. If you buy an old fashioned or a Manhattan, it's almost like buying just a bottle of whiskey, because this is in itself. This is 75 proof. So it's mainly the rye that's in here, and they put a little vermouth and a little bitters. But they're strong. But tasty.
Huh?
Yeah, actually I am, because I haven't had dinner yet. So
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Hey. Everybody's running on empty at this time frame. So
Okay.
to yourself. But it's for scheduling this time frame.
But anyway, I've had this before. This is the other one that Bullet makes, is the old fashioned. But tonight the Manhattan is the drink of choice, and I will give it a score here.
Right on, Butch.
I'll give it a 90.
Amen, Bush.
Yeah. I'll give it a 90 overall. It's a good drink. I think
Is that stronger than the orange label one?
They're both about the same. Yeah, they're both 75 proof. So they're both the same in that department. It's taste wise. I think I like this one a little better. I would prefer.
We're probably going to hit that one next week.
Yeah, but you may want to check this out if you're interested in that sort of thing. The the vermouth instead of the sugar cube is how they get the sweetness in here.
How much are those running?
About $16, I think, for 375 milliliter.
Yeah.
16, 17 around there.
That little place in Lulin's got 4 of those different ones that I showed. The batch and bottle.
Right. They're a little cheaper usually. I like those as well. Definitely, yeah.
Batch and bottles are running $9.99.
That's a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and get a couple more different flavors.
Anyway, I had a question for Ron. it came up earlier in the chat about Jean's Dickel whiskey there, and seeing it was made with so much corn. Somebody said, couldn't it be a bourbon? Is it just up to the company? They don't call it a bourbon, but I was wondering, should it be called a bourbon, or is it
Okay,
just
well, I can explain that pretty easily. Okay, it is a bourbon. Tennessee whiskey is a bourbon, but
okay?
but the companies in Tennessee, they try to differentiate themselves from bourbon and Kentucky. So what the Tennessee companies do is they call it Tennessee whiskey. Well, it is a Tennessee whiskey. It's made in Tennessee and it's a whiskey, but they try to claim it's not a bourbon because they charcoal filter it. Well, charcoal filtering has nothing to do with whether something's a bourbon or not. So
Yeah.
if you want to charcoal filter bourbon or don't, that's up to you, but it's still a bourbon. And bourbon is what? Corn whiskey. And yeah, Dickel is a bourbon, but they just try to,
All right. Thank you for clearing that up. Yeah.
Explain this label then. Explain this label.
Yeah, that one says Dickel bourbon. Yeah.
But that's
Lucy,
Tennessee
what's
whiskey.
standing the door? Lucy.
okay. Well, I can explain it very easily if you let me.
That's the Tennessee whiskey that says bourbon.
Well, you want me? You asked me to explain it. I'll explain it. In the whiskey world, you have an option. Okay, so what they do, they're exercising their option. The ones they want to call Tennessee whiskey, they call it Tennessee whiskey. Then they decided, well, bourbon is so popular. Oh, everybody's running after bourbon here, there, and everywhere. So they produced a new product and they call it bourbon. It's
Sounds
both.
like pool hockey to me.
It is. You could call it both. Now,
Pool hockey explanation.
well, you can say what you want, but that's the truth. That's the fact of the. That is the fact of. That is the reality. And I've talked about this extensively before, and it's just no way of getting around it. But it doesn't matter, corn. Corn is popular. All right, now we're going to go to your.
Usually,
Jean, right?
versions of corn.
Wait, no, Jean,
yeah, it's my turn. Yeah.
That's
so,
what I'm doing. What am
anyway,
I doing?
appreciate the dissertation of that, Jay. I'm not saying that just to be dismissive. I think some folks don't know the difference. So I'm glad you were able to break it down and let folks know, and
yeah, you just have to learn. That's all.
right. And there are people who do make, bootleg type of real, from scratch corn whiskey, corn liquor.
It's called
That is so strong, that they prefer drinking that, but not me. I couldn't do that. So, but as far as the George Dickel Tennessee whiskey, I'm gonna go 91 out of 100. Really like it a lot. Smooth, nice. I don't get that burn, the oakiness, but also there's that vanilla flavor that's kind of making it really smooth. And it's a really good product. Elbow, did you do a promo? Anything?
No, I didn't.
I'll do his promo, then I'll do mine. Go ahead, Elbow.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Just to let folks out there know that I do have a channel on YouTube. It's called Elbow 88, and I do some music on there. I play the piano and sing sometimes, but I also do beverage reviews like tonight. And even though I haven't added any new videos lately, I've got something in mind to add there. So feel free to check out Elbow 88. Would appreciate it. Subscribe if you like, would be great. Cheers. So
What is the significance of 88?
Well, I had to come up with an email address at one time.
Okay. I thought maybe it meant something.
I chose the 88 because there's 88 keys on a piano, a regular piano.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
Considering you do you play piano. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's
I've seen some of Elbow's
Great
piano.
explanation.
Yeah, Elbow's piano playing is very entertaining. Really, really good. I really like it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So as far as promos coming up, Jay, I'll be joining you Sunday, or Dave, will be joining. For Stout Sunday, I have a stout already. Nothing too really, much to. Basically, is what I was able to find right here from.
I've never seen the canned version.
This is the canned version of Stockyard Oatmeal Stout. So I have that. 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific. Hopefully, you all enjoy the review of the sweet potato pie porter. That's the last thing I've done. I still got the holy roller, and that's the last one. Now, as far as the Dragon's Milk Solaire, the oak aged barrel one that I've shown, I'll show David and Elbow if they haven't seen it yet. But this is the Dragon's Milk Solaire.
I have not seen that before, ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Solaire Rough.
Is that 10%?
Yeah.
Ever.
10%. Okay.
Yeah, so I got that.
You got it a deal too.
Yeah. Found this at Trader Joe's when I was there yesterday. Well, 2 beers I found at Trader Joe's. This is the Gourd Vibrations Chocolate Pumpkin Porter from Gate City Brewing Company.
Chocolate pumpkin. Wow, there's a combo.
That's
Very scary. Yeah, very.
That will actually work because the best pumpkin ale I ever had was a Pumpkinator by St. Arnold, and it was a stout.
7.8%. So we're gonna have
some with, to me, pumpkin. It's kind of slimy like okra, and the only thing that makes it taste good is the ingredients they put into it. Other than that, you can formulate something with yellow squash and call it pumpkin.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
And I have Liquid Nation Brewing Company, which is here in Gainesville, Georgia. I'll be trying the Lapland Blonde Ale.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Interesting.
It's racy. That is racy. Man.
The Lapland Blonde Ale from this brewing company again. Repeat, Liquid Nation Brewing Company, and this is their blonde ale. This comes in at 4.5%.
Anything to do with a lap dance? Lapland?
Probably so.
All right.
4.5. And that's about it. I'll have a liquor for next Friday for Fandango, and Wednesday for Wild Card Wednesday, I'll have some beer or wine or something. So
All right. And
that is it.
we're about to get off the air because I've got some college football related things.
Dave, yes, sir.
Oh, wait. Now we got to rush my ending because somebody's got to get their college football stuff in.
Right.
I'm not so sure. Georgia Tech don't look like a really good team this year.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
I'm going to take my time,
I'll watch.
just as everyone else was allowed to take their time. Mr. Terrio. So this one, I poured the wrong stuff in there.
Uh-huh.
So this one here, 35% alcohol. It's good. I like it. It's got a little smokiness to it. It's sweet. There's all those notes that thrown around the air. I'm not really tasting them because they all kind of taste married to me. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. I'm gonna give this a 95.
And I can't wait to try my bottle that you gave me.
I don't know why you're waiting.
Well, I got other things to do. Okay. But I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Oh,
so
what's the percent? What's the ABV on that? I'm sorry. What's the ABV on that?
It's 70.
Okay, 35%.
35. So I screwed up and I put the 8-year-old Dickel in this.
Oh boy, a mixture, a concoction.
Oh no, it was gone. It was gone.
Oh,
I had the bottle out and barely grabbed it.
okay. Watch it. Be careful. So a 95, it sounds very good. I like all the Bacardi rums that I have. I really enjoy Bacardi rum. They do a good job. Now, David, any promos for your situation?
No, I mean I kind of showed things. I mean I don't have anything new.
Okay.
I'm not really hunting down new stuff.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, well, we got a lot of exciting things coming up, and
I picked up some deals today, but I don't think anyone wants to see my deals. So
Sure.
yeah, go ahead and show them before we get off the air.
I got some things, and I bought all these at the 6-pack price. Which was good.
Is that from our specialty store?
Yep.
Okay.
Store.
Yeah, we can't name that store on the air because people will go buy it all, and we won't be able to get it.
So
My
all
whole
these
store.
vessels kind of thrown it in a 6-pack price, $3.99. As you notice, it's a 16 ounce. This one is in date. This one is also in date. This is the stovepipe.
Oh, big
This
food
one was
brand.
most interesting. I picked up. This one goes out of date in sometime in 2024.
Good.
Simply spiked.
This is actually a 24 ounce can.
Wow.
Sugar-based beers.
Kind of mixed up. I picked up, had a 6-pack of Dale's. I picked that up. Still okay. I haven't checked the date on it, but it's 6.5% alcohol. I'm sure Dale's is held up. If indeed it's out of date, I don't know.
Maybe.
You don't know, like you gotta like rip it open and look at the can. There was some Stone IPA I picked up about 3 months out of date. It should hold up as well. There was a couple of things. I picked up one of those whiskey drinks, the purple one.
Oh yeah, the club tails, not the club tails, the Monaco cocktails. Well, Monaco. Well, if it's whiskey based, it should be all right. It's the beer. The beer breaks down. That's the problem. Beer breaks down. Whiskey don't.
Purple Crush.
Yeah, that's made with cognac. Yeah, that's made with cognac.
9% alcohol.
I thought some of Monaco stuff is made with vodka, or am I wrong?
No, it's made with all kinds of liquors.
Yeah, all kind of liquors, y'all.
Yeah.
Vodka, rum, brandy.
It's like a mixed drink.
Okay, that's new to me. I haven't seen that brand.
I've seen.
Really?
we
I
get
got this
Monaco
one.
here.
I got one in a blue one. It just pours blue.
Yeah, with blue
It was
curacao.
pretty good.
I love that one.
I've been keeping my eye out for these things. So I got all these guys, like I said, 12, 24, 16, 19 fluid ounces. I got them all for like $3.99 a 6-pack. So
Yeah, real cheap. All right, now James is going to close this out with a musical.
It's a roll of the dice. Is it good or is it not? Is it good or is it not? But for the price, you roll the dice.
I think, yeah, and I think with the liquor base like the Monaco, you're not rolling the dice too much. You're pretty much.
When you go in heavy alcohol, it's gonna hold up.
Yeah. So James, hopefully you'll be back soon. And
Yes, James. We miss you, buddy.
Thank you. I'll try to grab something for wild card.
James,
Um,
will you close with a solo?
Yeah. I'm just saying, my dinner is going to be organic whole wheat spaghetti with red crab meat sauce.
All right.
And starting Sunday, Indian summer. It's going into the low 90s all next week. It's crazy. All right. I don't know. I like dry heat. I hate humidity, but anyway, I don't want to complain too much because you're in Louisiana.
yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
James.
Have a good
Everyone,
Very
please.
good.
Everyone, please
Cheers.
be safe this weekend.
Cheers.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
Even though summer ends on the 23rd of September, but officially ends on Monday night. So, watch, enjoy, go to the beach, the lake, whatever, amusement park, theme park, whatever, water park. Take in your last gasp of summer, and then back to reality on Tuesday And enjoy the college football. Enjoy the baseball. Enjoy all the tennis.
Summer here to November.
You know. So
Yeah, man.
hey, we got 3 more months left. 3 more months left, and then 2023 is over.
Yeah.
All
Enjoy,
right.
everybody.
Bye-bye. And you're enjoying the last remnants of the Dickel, right?
I said, I got more left. I'm done.
Jean-Pierre's Dickel.
Now, Jean-Pierre, you've never had the number 8, the black label, right? No.
I have not. I've seen it, but I have not had it. Yes.
Okay. All right. We all take care, everybody. Have a good night now.
See y'all later.